What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are working on this light exposure is so annoying. The X3. Now, what are we doing today? Well, as you can see, we have the paddle tires on now, and we started the oil change. But there's a problem: is my camera stopped recording because it died and it lost all that footage. So just a quick recap on the X3 here. Now, I had forgot last year I had this done at a shop, the oil change, and they had told me that the main drain plug is stuck. I completely forgot, and I was struggling for a good hour figuring out why it didn't want to come off. Then I remembered, so what I ended up doing was, you can see, sucked it out, which I got all the oil out, which is perfect. Still did the small drain plug. That one came out really easy. Put the new crush washer on, blah blah blah. The other crush washer that I thought I was going to use is right here, but I don't, because that drain plug don't come out and it doesn't leak. So as you can see, I still got to do the oil filter, which we'll do right now. And what else are we doing besides the oil change? By the way, I got 5W40 Rotella. But what are we doing besides that? Rear and front diff. Rear diff is 75/140, front diff 75/90. This is what they use. This is what they told me to use. So that's what I'm doing. First time doing diffs on this one. I've done an oil change on an X3 before. Just last year I couldn't do it. Just didn't have enough time. Also replacing the air filter. Didn't feel like spending all that money on an OEM filter, and I have not gotten like a Canon one yet. So 20 bucks at your local AutoZone. That is the part number right there. That's what it cross references to over. Also, what else are we doing? Well, as if you can see right here, we have a new belt. We have the Evo Badass belt, which I do have on here now, but I'm gonna take off the belt, inspect it. If it looks fine, probably gonna put the old belt back on and just put this one away in the car for in case we have issues out there. So you can see small drain plug oil right there. But anyways, so yes, what are we gonna do now? Well, we're actually going to do the oil filter and then top it off with oil, start it, do all that cool stuff. Then we're gonna do the front diff and the rear diff, go from there. Now, if you guys remember earlier in the episodes, I have an issue with the front diff. Hopefully it's just because it's tight, or maybe it was just residue, but I do have a leaking front diff drain plug. Now I'm gonna inspect it once I take it all off. Once I do all that, I'm going to inspect it, go from there, but we're going to drain it, fill it, and everything. But let's start with the oil filter. Alright, so as if you can see if I can get a good angle in here. Right there is where you're going to be doing the oil filter. It is an 8mm to get all of those 3 bolts off. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so got it all cleaned up here. Take off the O-ring. Clean off all this residue. 'Cause I want this to go in nice and clean, not all dirty. Spray a little bit of, if I have any more. Cool, look at that. All clean, no problem. Pull out the new oil filter. Get the O-ring. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go dip my finger in some oil. What you're going to do when you do that is you're going to kind of go around the O-ring a little bit like that, so it doesn't go in dry, because you don't want it to go in dry. I've seen it where it's ripped, like on cars. I've seen it where it's ripped the gasket and then they're leaking and then turned into a big old hassle, and I don't want to deal with all that. So there we go. New O-ring is on. Looks the same. This should be able to clip right on the top, huh? Yep, there you go. Look at that. So there you go. Everything is on perfect. Now let's go to the car. Put this back. I'm just putting these here so I don't lose it, because I have a tendency of losing bolts. All right, so I don't have the proper fill thing. All right, so I don't have the proper funnel. As if you can see, I have a little weird tube right there that comes up to here. Now I can't go through here because I have my box here, so I'm trying to do every little thing I can. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feed this up through here. You guys can see. I'm gonna kind of set this up like this, get up there and fill it, and go little by little. But the reason why I want to set it up kind of high is because gravity, obviously. So we'll see. We'll see how this works. Shoot, you guys are riding it with me. So let's go. So a lot of these have a bypass where if you hold the gas pedal down and you crank it, it doesn't let it start. It's like if it shuts fuel off or whatever, right? So what it allows you to do is it allows you to crank the motor and build oil pressure. So that's what we're gonna do here. As you can see, pedal to the floor. Looks like I'm tippy-toeing, but I'm really not. Crank, ready? All right, let it set. Do it again. Do it for about, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. All right, cool. Now there should be, cranked it twice, so there should be oil through the system. Let's go ahead and start it. Let it idle for about 30 seconds. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to drop it down on level ground so I can check the oil properly. And then we'll bring her back up here and do the diffs. So there's not a lot of light. It probably is, but anyways. Clean this off. Dip this back in here. So I like to thread it in. And then I think we're good. Oh yeah, we're right at that spot. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're right there. Alright, so the front and rear diff are now filled. I kind of had to, you saw me do the rear diff filled. Front diff I just had to do real quick because we're kind of running out of time here. I got to get this thing loaded up and strapped down so this thing can leave Wednesday. The only thing I got to do next is place the air filter and then do the belt, which the belt honestly I might wait till we're out there. But either way, I got to do the air filter. And this thing's pretty much all ready to go. Now once we load it up is when I'll test all the lights and everything. But other than that, it's pretty much all clean. Granted, I made a big old mess everywhere. It's just, today's been a rough day. I don't know why, it's kicking my ass. But let's go ahead, clean it all up, place the air filter, and get it loaded. Alright, so I finally got everything all loaded up. Cars are strapped down. RV is ready. Trailer's ready. Cams are full of gas. So, one thing I gotta do, and I kind of waited for it to get kind of this time of night, is testing all the lights to make sure everything works. Good news is, front neighbor just left, so I can turn on the light bar and light pods and not worry about pissing anybody off. So, belt, I said, I'm going to check out there. Just ran out of daytime. I'm just so tired to check that. So belt we'll go ahead and replace out there. Maybe I'll look at it. If it's good, I won't. If it's kind of has some burn spots, I'll replace it on that. All right, so there we go. Flags are up. Open this up here, and again, gotta close it. Interior lights work. Yes. If you don't have interior lights, what are you doing? Because these things are freaking lifesavers. All right, so that's where my gang switch is. Flip the light on. All right, so let's find that right there. Let's click rock lights. Radio. Radio turns on. Sweet. I'm not gonna play anything because of copyright. Let's just start here. Cubes. Turn on. What is that one? Whips. Oh. Whips. There we go. I'll check it right now. Light bar. Turns on. That other yellow light turns on. Sweet. Okay, so we know all these three turn on. So we know cubes, light bar, amber lights turn on, rear lights, you know the radio turns on. Step out here. I don't know if the interior lights, we get a full cinematic view. Oh, that whip's not on. Barely on. That whip's not on at all. But that one is. So let me figure this out. There we go. There we go. That was easy. Just need to be re-plugged back in. So, sweet. Well, there we go, guys. Can-Am is ready. It starts. That light, backlight right there is kind of ruining it. Anyways, well, it works. Everything works. I'm happy. I'm excited. It's Dune season, baby. So, yeah. All right, guys. So I think it's gonna finish up today's video. Well, that's gonna finish up today's video. It's hot. I'm tired. My eyes low. I'm exhausted. So please like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications because we are going to be uploading while we're in Glamis. Now, I'm only gonna be there for Saturday, but either way, I'm still going to Glamis. I'm gonna get as much footage, as much writing. I'm gonna do everything I can out there. So if you guys are new, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so anytime we upload, you guys will know. Now remember, guys, don't stop. Keep going. I'll see you on the next one.